got it all, married to the streets. Common law, promise if you knew me back then, you niggas wouldn't wanna get involved. But I grew and evolved, made a couple withdrawals. Thin line between love and hate, like a title law on first 48. You know I don't fuck with you if I don't pass you the dude. The passion I'm macking the view, and catching I'm lacking and smashing and acting a fool. Ooh. Grew up in Grove, I was hard-headed. Me and the Usos, we were all in it. Together forever, wherever the love was there, genuine and authentic. Put me on when I was out hanging. Now nigga really out gang banging. Repping my block, maintaining. A young OG in training. Man, I miss them days when we would misbehave. Get our ass whipped, take a nap, and just sleep it all away. Now that I'm grown, they'll blow me away or lock me in cage. No Curtis, no Nicholas. Hoping you peeping the way that I'm flipping this. Reminiscent of a young me getting it. Most niggas didn't know I was spitting this fire. Fuego, heaven, halo, school dose. They know. Back up on my grind, money on my mind. Gotta take what's mine, I just wanna shine. Grind, money on my mind. Gotta take what's mine, I just wanna shine. Like I used to. Like I used to. Back up on my grind, money on my mind. Gotta take what's mine, I just wanna shine. Like I used to. Hey Jesse, I think we got one, baby.
Man, y'all know what it is, and y'all know what it ain't, man. We back with another one, man. It's your boy Skub, survival of the illest at all times, you know what I'm saying, in survival mode on the grind, you know what I'm saying? And this is Riding High presents Off the Kush podcast, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I got a special guest in the building, bro. If you ain't never heard of a Funko Pop, bro, jump. No, I'm not gonna say that. Run out in the middle of the road right now and lay down. You know what I mean? I got my boy Drizzy in the building today. You dig?
What's up, y'all?
Appreciate you
having me.
for showing
Appreciate
up, man.
that.
I appreciate you for showing up, man. Now look, for everybody, I'm gonna keep it G. For everybody that don't know and that should know, let them know where you from.
I'm from Corpus Christi, but I grew up in Annandale.
Introduce yourself one time.
Northwest.
You kind of said your name a little fucked up, so introduce yourself the correct way. Yeah.
Some of y'all may know me. Some of y'all
You got about
probably
5
don't.
different names.
You know what I
too.
mean? I'm literally everywhere. GNS Tattoo Studio.
Come on.
I was at Champ Sports for a long time. I was at Concord and Brewster doing security. You know what I mean? I've been all over the place, y'all. You know what I mean? Breezy, Stretch, McBride, fucking.
Already.
Man, I've had so many nicknames. Just you know what I mean? But yeah, Breezy's the one that stuck since high school. So,
Already. My bad for fucking your shit up. My bad.
No, you're good. I had to think for a second, man. I've been called so many different things.
Come on.
Originally, it was actually Mick Breezy. Originally,
That's
a lot of things McBride. You know what I mean?
Nah,
But
like
I guess they got lazy and cut out the Mick and just started calling it Breezy.
we bringing that all the way back. We bringing the Mick back, bro. We can Mick Breezy. Yeah, that's ill. You know what I'm saying?
That's G right there.
So what part of or you said that you are like did you grow up in Annandale and move to Corpus or
out there in the village.
because I know Annandale isn't like just like
Corpus, but it's like the outskirts. You know
right. I was gonna say I know it ain't far out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I lived there from 4 to like 19, 20, and then moved into town. Like it's more like inside town, like in the central city. But
no shit.
I guess you could say I'm from Robstown because you know what I mean. When I was a baby, all the way to 4 years old, I was living in Robstown.
Right.
Then we moved to Annandale and started going to Loso. So
no shit. What is Annandale like the country?
No, it's kind of like it's like a little town. It's like reminds me of Varsity Blues type vibes. You know? What I mean?
No
like
shit, close knit. Like,
bro, back then you could get away with anything out there in Annabelle, dog. Like it was gnarly. You know what I mean? It was cool. It was cool. It was a cool little town, man. Like nobody really messed with anybody. You know what I mean? Like when I say get away with stuff, I'm talking about like riding dirt bikes through the fields. You know what I mean? Skateboarding at the schools. Nobody really cared about that. Like there wasn't that many cops.
Put your mic up a little closer to you. Bring your mic up a little closer to you. There you
That good?
There you go. Perfect.
so were there any like skate spots in Annabelle, or was
Bro,
it?
there was a ton. There was a shitload. There was a lot. I lived on Tolosa Road.
Right.
And Tolosa Road across the street from where I lived, we had the intermediate and primary.
Okay.
And yeah, dude, like there was no security guards back then. There was nothing like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't gated. It was
Good old days.
Yeah,
right,
the school wasn't
right,
gated.
right,
It was
right.
just like it was all smooth concrete. You know what I mean? That was kind of rare back then to find
Right.
without people messing with you. And in the
Right.
back they had a loading dock, and that's where the first time I ever got hurt.
Yeah. Trying to hit the ledge, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I tried doing them boneless. I tried being cool, bro. I was a little chubby kid.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I was in 6th grade when I first started skating with all like the 8th graders and stuff in like the same neighborhood.
Shit.
So I was like the little crazy chubby kid that would just, you know what I mean, just do whatever. And yeah, I was kind of like a little daredevil.
So like, what got you into skating?
Honestly,
Like, what did you
Tony Hawk. Like, actually, when I got to middle school,
was it the video game itself, or just Tony Hawk the legend, the myth?
probably like the kids in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
they all started skating,
Right.
and I picked it up, and then that's like around the time Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out. And matter of fact, back in the day, there was I think Texas Sky, what it was called.
Yeah,
It was dude. Back in the day, I went to the Volcom tour, and it was I got to meet Chet Thomas, who was a professional skater.
I know that is.
Bam Margera was there, and CKY was performing.
Bro, that's crazy.
But that was like before he blew up with Jackass.
Right.
And,
I remember CKY.
Like Jackass was airing, but it wasn't like as big as it became.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was in the beginning stages.
And man, I still got the flyer somewhere. I had the flyer with Chet Thomas' signature. I bought a CKY CD from there. When I was there, and it's somewhere in my storage. I gotta look for it, but it's one of the original ones. You know what I mean?
Like, I feel that if you're from my era forward, and you from Cali, and you don't know how to get on a skateboard, bro, say, man, like, it's an issue, bro. Like, there's a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason that you shouldn't be able to sustain your balance on this motherfucker, man. Like, you was from the land, bro.
Man, I remember when I first started holding on to stuff, trying to do an ollie, and slowly like riding and doing ollie. Just, oh yeah.
I'll tell you
Good
how old
times.
school I am with the shit, bro. I started off like, okay, so the kids in my neighborhood were a little bit older than me. You know what I mean? Like probably like 6 years, 5 years, 4 years.
Okay.
So they got like fucking quarter pipes, and these dudes are doing like fucking Z-boy shit, like these shredding type shit, right? I used to follow behind them on my fucking board, but I'm on my knees pushing. You know what I'm saying? Remember you used to be on your knees pushing, steering and shit? Oh, yeah. I'm back in them days, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the jizzle, you know what I mean? Like, did you ever get a chance to like skate like any spots here in Corpus? Like besides downtown?
I stopped skating. I ain't gonna lie to you. I stopped skating my freshman year of high school.
Oh no shit!
I was skating from 6th grade to 8th grade. I was skating, and then freshman year, found this, and I just, you know what I mean. Man. I was done with skating. You know what I mean? Chasing girls. You know what I mean?
Bro, that was my problem. That was my issue. That was my issue.
Plus, I got real lucky, man. I never got too hurt, but all my homies, all my boys were getting like broken arms, broken legs,
bro. It felt like
tailbones.
Bro, it felt like it was broken collarbones.
Yeah, I never wanted that. Hey, that's why
it was like a season. Yeah,
that's why I stopped playing sports. I played golf in high school, bro. I played golf. You know what I mean? I would show up early for practice, and my coach was like in his mid-20s. His name was Coach Snyder. I forgot his first name, but it was Coach Snyder.
And what high school is this?
Toloso.
Oh no, Toloso Midway.
Coach.
No shit.
So check this. Like we'd get there early, right? Like at 6 or 7 a.m.
Come on.
And we had to go to the golf course at Calallen, right?
That's crazy.
Around that time, you know what I mean? I was back in those days. Like I didn't know what hydro was yet. You know what I mean?
Right,
So it was all
right.
Reggie don't only smell.
Right.
So I would go there and my coach would just be in the clubhouse. You know what I mean? I don't know what he was doing. I want to say he was drinking, but he was just chilling. I want to say that, but I don't know what he was doing. But he was doing something. And he would tell all of us, "Hey, okay, y'all go do par with this one or whatever. Y'all, you know what I mean? Do this and that." Yeah. And yeah, they would walk off. I'll walk over here, my cigarettes, my little joint. You know what I mean?
That's ill.
You know what I mean? I never got caught. It was cool because I would go into another clubhouse, wash my hands. You know what I mean?
Right. Get fresh.
Soap and water, wash your mouth. So, you know what I mean?
I would say Toloso High School would be the school that was comparable to the Cali's type schools that you say like, nigga, y'all school ain't having a motherfucking swimming pool. Toloso, them, they had the aquatic center and all that shit. Yeah, so the Toloso would be like compared to like what you say, like Garden Grove High School.
Yeah, Garden Grove. I went to Ocean View.
Yeah, that's what you would compare like to. I'm not saying like the
Rancho,
student wise, but like the way the campus is.
All the
like
niggas had pools. You know,
Toloso had the whole pool.
It was fun out there in the TM, bro. Like I really enjoyed going to high school. When I came into town and started seeing schools over here, I felt bad for people. Like when I first saw Carroll. Man, you can't get away with nothing over here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like a little youngster walking the street or something, and they're gonna stop by a cop. Wait, what are you doing? You know what I mean? We didn't worry about that in Annabelle, bro.
Not to jump backwards, but you play golf. You still play golf?
No, it's been years. My boys actually been wanting me to go with them. I just haven't. It's been so long, bro. Like,
you know what I've been trying to put
since 06, actually.
I've been trying to put these youngsters on, like. You know, all these youngsters want to play basketball, football, and track and stuff like that to get into college and to get maybe, hopefully, probably not to the leagues, right? Okay, so I found out some information that kind of blew my mind that I'm not going to say it's easy, but they give out quite a few scholarships for golf, bro.
They definitely do.
Like, you could definitely go to fucking college and get a golf scholarship and
be something.
Man, I'm talking about really, really be something.
See, but nobody in my grade at least made it that far. You know
really?
I mean? Yeah, but they were like, the Valley Victorian, I think, was on. I think the Valley Victorian.
Did nobody just stick
I think
with
he
it,
was
or?
on there. Like, well, they were on doing other things. You know what I mean? Like, they went other paths, whatever. But they kind of like weren't really the athletic type. That's how you feel. That's kind of why they played. Like, golf's not really like, you know what I mean?
Of course, it's not like, already.
And
I get to walk to the next hole, nigga.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, though, all my homies that played football and basketball, man, their bodies are like fucked.
Right.
I feel fine, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't really do too many contact shit going on. You know what I mean? Like,
I couldn't agree more. Okay, so let's bounce around a little bit. Funkos, bro.
Yes.
What got you into that, and how did that whole entire journey and process even begin? Like, how does that even, like, how? You know what I'm saying?
Funko, I first heard about Funko Pops in 2010 when they first came out.
Give me a little bit of history before you go into your history on the Funko. Like, is a...
Because they just popped up out of nowhere.
Right.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know they said 2010. That's when they first started?
They've been around, but...
what is a Funko Pop?
It's basically just like a bob. The way I picture it, you know, back then they had Beanie Babies.
Right.
I feel like it's like a newer version of Beanie Baby, but like with characters. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's a good way to look.
So it's kind of like it's basically like nostalgic type stuff. Bro, you know what I mean? So
man, spit that shit. And who is the, I guess, like, what the inventor, creator, or the like, who came up with that shit?
A guy named Freddie Funko. He had a toy company, wasn't doing so good. And then he got licenses to start making bobbleheads. And it's funny because I actually have one of these pops at home, and I will never sell it, man. Got to steal on that one. But he got licenses. He made certain bobbleheads, but there are certain ones from Marvel and DC that had a license with somebody else for bobbleheads. So they had to pull them off shelf and redo them as vinyl figures. So pretty much they took the spring out. So the head don't shake. But the ones that shake, those are like really rare and expensive, bro. Like, I got a Batman one, I think going for like $330 last time I checked. And I bought it for $10 back in like 2015, 2016.
Oh, shit.
So, but I bought him from somebody on Facebook that was selling the collection. And
so this dude, like, basically was like, I'm going to make these bobbleheads. Got some licenses to make bobbleheads and the likenesses of characters.
yeah.
And then they got pulled from the shelf.
Just the DC Marvel ones did. The rest of them were good. Were good. And they slowly started becoming like a thing. Like slowly but surely, they started becoming a thing. They started making chase variants, which is like 1 out of every 6 will have a chase variant. And those are the ones that people like to go after.
And explain to me what a chase variant is.
Okay, my favorite one is Leatherface, the OG Leatherface. They have a bloody version, Bloody Chase, which he's pretty much covered in blood. There's blood splatter on the window, on him.
Oh, okay. So basically, they'll make a set. Yeah. If I'm not,
they'll make 6
in a set, 6, right? But one of those 6 will be something to be maybe off or on. Or I get what you're saying. I got you.
But back in those days, some are 1 in 36 and some are 1 in 72, so they were a lot more rare. Now they switched up to 1 every 6. So
that makes it even more
OG
rare.
ones, yeah, like the OG ones.
Wow, that's ill.
So I heard about them in 2010. Didn't pay attention to them. I was already collecting NECA Predators. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Predator fan.
Okay,
you know, Predator, the Yachua, the Dreadlock, Alien. You know what I mean?
This is so fucking.
You know he's a stoner, right?
Check this out. Today, I work with youngsters. I'm not gonna say where I work, but I work with like they're all young. Like they have no idea about 90s anything. That's how young they are, right? So I say to one of them today something about Predator, and she looks at me and is like, "What? Huh? Like, what are you talking about, bro?" Like, so I had to explain it, and I was like, "Bro, just look it up, bro." Like, because when I was growing up, Predator never intrigued me.
Man, it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
I was saying, man, I was scared of that shit
Never,
when I was a kid.
Never intrigued me whatsoever. And then I want to say in the last maybe 5 years, maybe 4 or 5 years, I went back just because I just wanted to go down memory lane and check out some of the movies, bro. And I wound up watching the whole entire, all of them. I watched all of them. Yeah. And I was like, bro.
Even the verses.
I was like,
Requiem and
bro,
you know,
I was like, I think I fucking like Predator, dog. Like, I like, bro, I need some Predator shit, dog. Like, I'm not even bullshitting. And this is what I was talking to these kids about today. And this is what you bring up. This is not coincidence, dog.
So, like I said, I'm a huge fan. Like, I'm a real big fan of Predator. So I was collecting these NECA figures, right? And I was told about them. I saw them. You mean I was like, it's kind of cool. I remember seeing Biggie and Tupac. Bro, those are going for a lot now. I should have bought them. I would see them at Hot Topics and remember at Powder Staples. There was that one store called you walk in. It's like buried the main entrance on the right. It was FYE.
Yeah.
That place. That Funkos there too. And
we used to just call Five.
Upstairs. Hell yeah.
Back like good old days, probably.
Chance
Imports right there.
Before FYE, that motherfucker was what disc jockey and shit like that.
And the whole entire time you're just picking these hoes up as you.
No. I never bought one. I never bought them at all. I thought they were cool, but I was like, man, because like NECA, those figures retail were like $24.99, $30, and each figure's $30. Sometimes I'll buy multiples. So that's like, man, like I'm already spending up on these. You know what I mean? And I mean. The Funkos were $10. The Funkos were back then, but I didn't want to start a new collection. You know what I mean? So I was kind of whatever. And yeah, fast forward to 2016, maybe 17. I was working at Champs, and Ben,
Champs at the mall?
Champ Sports, yeah. Well, I started working there in like 2012, 2011, 2012.
Bro, let me find out that you got a low-key sneaker fucking collection that's fucking disgusting that nobody, like, I bet you he'll pull something out on your, okay, we'll talk about that.
Dude, I used to rock, I promise you, we had Dunks back in the day for, like, they weren't really a big deal. They were cheap. I mean, usually on sale.
$69.99 and shit.
And I'll buy it with my discount. People, oh man, you're buying fake forces. What are you doing? Blah, blah. And it's crazy seeing everybody going crazy over Dunks now. Like, man, what the fuck? I call some of them out. Like, hey, bro, remember that shit you were saying? It's different. It's different.
That's crazy.
It's just funny. But now,
fake forces. That's fucked up. I ain't heard that one.
So Ben took off. He was like, hey, I need to go next door to get something, whatever. He comes back with a Shenron, a Dragon Ball Z pop. It's like a 6-inch Funko and the gold one. Hey dog, what's up? Because he had two of them. I'm like, hey dude, like, what's up? Is that one a resale one? I'll buy it. And it was for one of his boys. He got it for. He like restocked. Right. So one of his boys, hey bro, like the guy next door, or whatever. So he went and got it. And I asked to go on break. I went over there like right when he came back, and they're all sold out. You know what I mean? It's like fuck.
Wow.
So I waited, and then sure enough, they had another restock, and then bought that. But yeah, that's pretty much what started. Man, I thought it was pretty cool. Like, man, that's fucking live. I never. Didn't think they had like exclusive ones like that. That was pretty cool. He was all gold.
That's
so.
tight.
Of course, I bought him. Then I wanted the regular one.
Right.
That I wanted. You know what I mean? That I wanted. Oh man, I gotta have Goku, bro. And then I gotta have Broly, and I got, you know what I mean, Piccolo, and it just went. You know what I mean? It just it gets crazy.
And then next thing you know, you got fucking how many like?
Well, when I started, I told myself I was only gonna collect Dragon Ball Z, Predator, and Batman. Come on. And then. I got Stan Lee tattooed on me now. I mean, I got, you know what I mean? Like, there's no Marvel mentioned in those ones. You know what I mean? So, man, I got to get some Marvel ones too. You know what I mean? Avengers and.
Crazy. So okay, so I'm a movie oracle, nigga. There's really not a lot of movies that I haven't seen. If it was worth seeing, I've probably seen it 4 or 5 fucking times. You know what I mean? Like I'm deep with this movie shit, right? So. I'm not even gonna say one of mine. My favorite movie of all time, bro, is Big Trouble in Little China.
I've never seen that one, but we've had pops from that movie, and they always so.
I need these pops, bro. I need them.
There's a guy with the patch, right?
No, but he's same guy, different movie.
Okay.
Same guy, different movie.
The actor,
same guy, different movie.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I don't want to don't put a lot out there because I don't want nobody knowing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But we're gonna definitely link up because I need those pops, bro. And what about? You ever seen any Goonies pops, bro?
Yeah, Goonies came out kind of recently, a few years ago.
No,
I could probably still order those. Honestly, I'd probably still.
Yeah, bro, we're going to have a lot of fun, bro. I'm finna get my movie memorabilia shit going, man. I'm finna get my shit up and going.
But, yeah, that's how it all started, man. That's how my Funko collection started. You know what? It was actually 2017 because I remember where I was living at the time. Right. And I had a guest room / office. Right. So that was like just full of pops, you know what I mean? It got a little crazy at one point.
Crazy. So what made you take it from like a habit and a collection and something to actually a storefront and maybe, hey, I can get these for you or I could sell these or make a return on these?
Were you flipping on your own before that?
Yeah, 2017, that's when I realized there was a market for it.
Right.
So I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know, I'm gonna start hitting up these releases and grabbing, you know, because you could buy like, I think it was usually like 2 per SKU or something, 2 or 3 per SKU. So it's like 2 per barcode, it's like 2 per whatever, you know what I mean? So I would buy like 1 for myself and 1 to trade and 1 to sell. You know what I mean? And I ended up having a lot, and especially whenever they have drops, like Funko Shop have like a limited drop, you know what I mean? Everyone rushes to order them, so sometimes I would just order ones I didn't even like really want, but I would order them for trade bait, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or to flip. Right. And between me, Ben and Christian, because right around that time, whenever Ben got me into Pops, Christian was already in, like, Ben, I got Christian in Pops too before I got into him. So all three of us were just collecting, you know what I mean? Sneakers and Funkos, and we had a big enough collection where we could open a store. And I was kind of just like, you know what I mean? One day I was just doing this right here, and I was like, hey, you know what? Like, we have a lot of, like, you know what I mean? Us together,
Combined, we got like
pops, you know what I mean?
90,000.
And I've always wanted to own my own business. It's been a goal of mine. Like, I wanted to go to school for business management, right?
Right.
Back in high school.
That's ill.
I went and took my basics. One of my professors for one I don't know what course it was. He was asking everybody one by one, introduce yourself and what are your goals, what are your plans. Right. I said I want to go to business management. That's what I'm going to that's what I go to school for business management, and I want to own a Chick-fil-A in Kyle Allen.
Come on,
that's my goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talk to us.
Oh, it's interesting, yada yada. This is keep in mind this is back in 08. I took 2 years after I graduated. I took 2 years off to enjoy myself, and then I went to school. Right. So yeah, he told me, oh yeah, that's interesting, yada yada, whatever. Have you looked at the requirements and on the franchise requirements?
Right, of course.
Oh, no, I haven't looked into that, but I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? So eventually I did. And yeah, well, I went to Chick-fil-A, I think the next day to eat, and I was like, hey, can I talk to one of your managers? And I talked to him, I'm like, hey, how does a franchise? I didn't even know what a franchise was. So let me ask the manager, the guy I know what I'm talking about. So I asked them, they're like, yeah, to be a franchisee, you got to work here for 7 years before you're even eligible to do that. Wow. Oh, man, I don't know if I want to wait 7 years here, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Am I really too Christian? You know what I mean? So I was like,
crazy.
I was like, man, I don't think it's gonna work out. Yeah. I mean, so I chose a different route and kind of bounced around from job to job, and just kind of just eventually I don't know why I didn't mention this before, but tattooing was a big part of like my whole, you know what I mean?
Oh no, you're an
artist.
artist.
Story, pretty much, yeah. Like I've always been an art. I've been drawing since high school, but I never really thought of making like a career out of it or money off of it. You know what I mean? And I met a tattoo artist named Big Ron. He was really cool.
Paint also?
Paint, no. I never painted. I did in school, but I never was really good at it. I was more of like pencil and paper. Right. And I was getting tattooed by this guy named Big Ron, and we kind of just hit it off. And I was like, yeah, man, how does it work with like apprenticing? And he was like, you know what I mean? I kind of knew a little bit because before him, I tried to apprentice on a guy named Gabe, but he didn't really have too much time for it. So I was kind of just like a hanger around at the shop. I never got to mess with the machine or anything.
Right.
It didn't last long, you know what I mean? Because he just had a lot going on. So that was like a couple weeks, you know what I mean? And then fast forward like a couple months later is when I want to meet Ron. And I just asked him about apprenticing, and he told me to come by, bring my art to him. And he saw it, and he was like, man, it's good, but it's not. He's like, it's good, but you're trying, like, he saw the potential. I mean, long story short, you know what I mean? So he brought me under his wing, and but at that time I was working at Champs. I was doing security at Brewster's and Concrete, so it was kind of hard to be there. You know what I mean? I was bouncing so many different things, and, you know what I mean? And I was just all over the place. And my apprenticeship took a while. I had a long apprenticeship. I had a long apprenticeship.
Like how long? Like, give me a guesstimate.
Shit, like 5 years.
That's fucking dope.
About 5 years, but it was.
And the reason I say that's
I wasn't there all the time, though. You know what I mean?
But the reason I say that's dope, bro, the real reason I say that's dope, bro, is because if you had a 5-year apprenticeship, bro, that means you're fucking good. You know what I mean? That they didn't half step the shit. The dude that you were under, he didn't fuck around.
I was legend here.
But I was stubborn, though, bro. I was stubborn. I was hard.
How I know? Because he made this nigga work for 5 fucking years.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I got no tattoos, but I know Big Ron's a fucking legend.
And again, I never heard this. I don't know this guy personally, but it sounds like somebody that, you know what I'm saying, is on his motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? That would automatically have to make this man on his shit. So I know he FYE.
Well, the people he has, because he's apprenticed a couple people besides me, and I got big shoes to fill.
That's
and
dope.
But they became artists super fast, and they became badass, like really fucking good too. But
that's dope.
But they were like, they had the time to be there all day,
right,
and put in that work. You know what I mean?
Right,
I didn't put in a lot of work because I wasn't there a lot. Even when I was hard headed, bro. Like when I was there, Ron wanted me to do things a certain way. It's like, okay, 2 + 2 is 4, right? But so is 3 + 1. You know what I mean? And there, it just when I started doing it his way,
Say it
like,
one more time.
2 + 2 is 4, but 3 + 1 is also 4.
We're already.
You know what I mean? Like he's doing it
Right.
that way. I'm doing it
This way, right? But it still equals 4.
exactly. You know what I mean? But his way was a lot better and
right.
easier. And I started. I still one day I was, you know what, dude, just fuck it, just do what he's telling you to do. And I did. I'm like, I was mad at myself. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, man, I should have just like fucking 2 years ago. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And yeah, bro. And then once I started doing that,
Shout out OG Ryan, man.
once I started getting better, he started letting me mess the machine and started, you know what I mean? 2019, when I started getting my feet wet,
Right.
went outside one day to smoke a cigarette. People next door were, it was a nail salon. They were loading up some chairs into a trailer. I'm like, oh, cool. I guess they're doing good. They must be upgrading. You know what I mean? Fast forward a couple days later, doing the same thing, smoking a cigarette outside. And it looked kind of like, something looked off. So I walked over there and I looked at the window and everything was empty. I was like, oh, shit. Next day I saw a for lease sign, a for rent sign. I was like, you know, let me call this number up real quick. Call it. It was some old man, you know what I mean? And he was, his name is Dick. He's a funny old man. Dude. I'll show you a picture of him, actually. He's an OG. That dude's about his money, bro.
Yeah,
I've heard him.
Yeah.
Man, that's a whole nother story. But, yeah, he's cool as shit. And I called him, and I was like, hey, man, how much for this? How much for the store? At first, he didn't want to fuck with me at first.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I printed under Big Ron at GNS. I work next door. Oh, you work with Ron? Oh, okay. Yeah, did I go over there and meet you? I'm like, oh, shit, okay. So he went over the next day, and he gave me the price, and I was like, you know what, okay. I called the boys, hey, guys, remember we talked about the other day when we were burning, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, well, what's up? I was like, hey, well, there's opportunity we can do, you know what I mean? Like, what's up, you know what I mean? So we had a meeting that night, and we decided to do it.
That's fire.
That's how it started. You know what I mean? Ben actually thought of the name. Like, Pop Boys was all Ben. That was all him. I can take credit. He thought of the name. I thought of the logo.
Come on.
Because, I mean, Pep Boys are 3 dudes, 3 faces.
Right.
Pop Boys, like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm an artist, bro. I could, you know what I mean? I can just draw our faces.
I get it
shit,
perfectly.
So.
I get it. I get it perfectly.
Damn, so you drew the original logo?
Well,
You
the
drew
faces.
the concept?
Yeah. I had a friend help me out.
Already.
But
That's
with
so
like
dope.
the, what you call it?
He brought it to life.
The digital
but you,
shit,
you drew the
yeah.
concept, but he brought it to life.
right.
Yeah, just like what I do with MRAP. I always draw and he brings it to life.
Ron helped me out with that shit too. And Ron was getting on my ass, bro. My first logo I thought of, he was like, man, what the fuck, bro? You want a Pop Boys? It's Pop Boys. You want that shit to pop. That's why, you know what I mean? So shout out to Ron for that. You know what I mean? He definitely helped out with the logo too. So
That's ill. Are you guys still in the business of trading and selling Funkos?
we do still buy lots. When we first opened, I didn't really know what I was doing. You know, I was kind of learning how I was going. I didn't know between the LLC
Learn as you go.
and the general partnership.
Right.
So when I try to get licenses from Funko, they're like, "Oh, you got to be an LLC to even fuck with us."
To be able to get the wholesale.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we were doing really well, man. Like we did pretty good. This my CPAs when they gassed me up, bro. My CPA was like, "Okay, you did this first year. The second year, you doubled up, which is really impressive because
most people fail."
Yeah, he gassed me up. I'm like, "Oh shit, man, hell yeah!" And I was thinking about it. Like, man, we actually did do pretty good. And
so when you get the LLC thing, is that getting the distribution deal straight through Funko, or is that still going through a third party distributor?
Well, it's actually some places you don't really need an LLC. You can just have a
yeah.
But the things I wanted to pursue was required LLC. So I was like, all right, cool. We got to convert to an LLC.
Already.
So we converted, and when we first started it, we were kind of like, look, this is gonna be like a plant. It's gonna grow. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like a startup thing for us to branch off and do our own things. It's just something we could leave to our kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
And branch off, do our own things. You know what I mean? And Ben had some ideas. Sashi had some ideas. I had some ideas. And it got to the point where I was like, all right, cool. I got some money saved up. I kind of want to do this, this idea I have. You know what I mean? So, before that happened, actually, it's crazy how everything like worked, everything turned out, because before this even happened, I wanted to expand and get a better location. Our parking was kind of cool, but it was kind of like Kiko's was like right next to us, and we were right on the corner.
Okay.
So like we had a smoke shop, and we had a barber shop and a tattoo shop. So there's a lot of parking spots.
Basically, you only had two parking spots.
Pretty much, you know what I mean?
Right.
So some customers would park next door, and you know what I mean? I kind of feel bad for that, but I don't want those businesses to be mad at us, like, oh, your customers, blah, blah, whatever. So I tried to go to the mall, man. I never told nobody about this, but I met the dude who does leases out the
Palmera.
Yeah, so I met him. He's pretty cool, but I respect him for this. I'm not even hating. I respect him for this. But told him about the store, showed him our accounts, our Facebook account, our Instagram account, whatever, and he's like, okay, well, man, there's conflict of interest. But what kind of sucks, before this even happened, he showed me the fucking, because we were going to be at that, it was a hair salon by the old T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Over there. It's kind of like by, like, I think Spencer's and Foot Locker. It's kind of like,
on the Foot Locker side. Yeah.
So that was the one I was actually looking at.
Yeah.
And he showed me and it looked nice. I was like, okay, cool. Everything I was in there, it came with it. So I wish I could sell out that shit. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah, it's kind of like, I'm gonna come up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we go to the office and he's like, okay, well, your Funkos are a conflict of interest.
What does that mean?
We couldn't sell our Funkos.
What's conflict of interest mean?
Because Hot Topic sold them. And Box Lunch. I'm like, bro, what do you mean? They're not even a Funko store. They're like a clothing. They happen to have a little Funko section.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it. And then, really, I just think he was being loyal to the dude from like Urban Aesthetics, which I can't be mad at because he was there first, and we sold sneakers. So he was like, you can't really mean this guy is selling them, so it's conflict of interest, which I fully respect. Cause
the sneakers thing was a thing.
Yeah.
Too?
Well, cause we're resellers too. So like, and he was, you know what I mean, he had a good relationship with that dude. You know what I mean. And shout out to Jacob too, man. I'm not hating or anything like that. You mean like first come first serve. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I didn't think about that way. And he's like, no, you can't do that because he's doing it. So I was like, oh well, fuck. Okay, well, never mind then. And
did he give you a price?
He gave me it was like $2,500 a month.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought he was gonna say like 10 racks a month.
Nah, well, I mean for the main like highway or with the main like walkway or whatever, but this is like kind of far in, so he was like, yeah, it's me $2,500.
That wasn't bad at all. Shit.
Water, electricity, it was all that shit was included. So I was running up, you know what I mean, charge all my shit there. But it didn't work out, and looked for other locations around Corbis, and they just wanted way too much, bro. Like, and they required a lot of stuff, and I just like, I don't know about this, and I mean. We were good, but the locations that were available, man, I didn't really like. I just wasn't really. I didn't think they were gonna do too well, and I was kind of like, you know, I kind of want to move. I really want to branch off to a bigger city. I wanted to branch off. I wanted Paul Boys to be in San Antonio. I wanted one to be in Houston. I wanted one to be different cities and shit because people from San Antonio would come down for spring break. Yeah, or, you know what I mean. They would come by our store. They would look up on Google Maps or whatever on their maps. They would look up Funko, and we were the first ones to pop up. So they would pull up and they're, oh man, this store is cool. I never seen we were like a hybrid store, man. We had sneakers, we had exotic sodas, exotic snacks, we had Funko Pops, we had a lot of different things, and people were just like, oh man, I never seen a store like this. This is cool. San Antonio we don't have nothing like this over there, and yada. And we had some regulars from San Antonio that would come down there every so often because they like to go fishing. Yeah, and then they would pull up and buy. You know what I mean? And some of them were families, so I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. Sometimes they would FaceTime people. Hey man, you want this one, that one? They would spend some bread with us. You know what I mean? So, dude, like man, we should move to another city, bro. Like there's no stores like us over there. We should, you know what I mean, try something. So
that's the next chapter right now.
Yeah, San Antonio.
Try to.
No, this is a couple of years ago. He's
okay.
Okay. He's filling in the whole story
already.
Already.
Yeah, because like I said, we were doing good. Our CPA, my CPA gassed me up, and I was like, you know what I mean? Like, we should get a better a better location. Right. The mall would have been perfect, but it is what it is. Which reminds me, only thing I sucked about the mall, they were saying that I think. October to December, the rent was double or some shit.
What?
Something like that, because the holidays, you know what I mean? So,
damn, from October to December?
I think so, because the holiday season, people Christmas shopping and whatever, you know what I mean? Black Friday, whatnot. So that's one bad thing that sucked. I forgot to mention about that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was something along the lines of.
I mean, rent's fucking $200 a month, but then come Christmas time, we need $4.
I'm gonna up that shit.
That's crazy.
So I was looking into different things, and I wanted to move really bad, man. Like I had nothing holding me back in Corpus. I've always wanted to like move somewhere. I lived in Houston for a year, and I loved it. You know what I mean? And it came out. I mean, Corpus was always going to be my home, but like it's cool to see like different surroundings. There's probably every time I go on like a little mini vacation, I don't want to come back. So I was like, man, I'm gonna try to live somewhere else for a little bit. You know what I mean? See how it goes.
I came from the era of when you graduate, leave your city, go venture out, fuck out of here. That's the era I came from.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like none of the fucking people that I went to high school with, them niggas is not in Cali, goddamn. Like everybody ventured out and trying to see some new shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get it.
Shit, one of my good friends in Colorado has been there for years. He's been begging me to get to like.
Colorado's fun as
Well, the thing
fuck.
is though,
Denver?
I have a. Yeah. Well, he lives in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Lives in the Springs, but he's been gathered. He's like, man, you need to come up here, bro. Like, I'll set you up.
It's nice.
You know what I mean? But for the longest time, they had a ban on pit bulls and bullies and stuff.
They do.
I have a dog. You know what I mean? I got Bane, so I was like, nah, I gotta bring my dog with me. But now they lifted that ban recently.
Yes, they did.
So I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? But so San Antonio, I was kind of like I said, nothing was holding me back here. The boys couldn't just pack up and leave the way I wanted to move. Right. So I was like, I didn't feel comfortable opening Pot Boys without them like being there. You know what I mean? Of
course.
So I was like, you know what I mean? Okay, let's put a hold on Pot Boys and let me do my separate thing, but I'll still have our inventory at my store at Baines Road, which is a skate shop. You know what I mean? The skate shop / collectible shop. Right. But at the time, I had enough room for the collectibles because my skateboard distributor was in the works. So I didn't have my skateboard. I didn't have my skateboard stuff in yet, but when I opened, I just had a bunch of Funkos.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
So I tried it.
So you got to make so when you opened your store and you just had the Funkos, did you get to push some of them or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
How did that go about like scouting the location and doing all that, like the way you were scouting location?
I looked on LoopNet. The location I found was badass, bro. It was I was the first tenant. It was it had a warehouse. It had a warehouse.
So they damn near thankful, and you damn near thankful, and that's just yeah.
See, that was 1950. You know what I mean? But it was city-based landing. You know what I mean?
What?
City-based landing.
Under
San Antonio.
2G.
It was like around like the Brooks, like.
Oh shit!
I mean, it was like the south side of San Antonio.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But that whole section is getting gentrified. There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of new buildings. A lot of new business openings. It's real busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I signed a 6-month short-term lease. Just because I was a little unsure, man. 1950 is a lot. I was like, man, it's like $2,000 a month. Fuck. So, but it was like everything included, like water and electricity was included. You know what I mean? I had a garage door in the back, so I'll pull my truck in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was live, but it was cool. And
it was like a warehouse / retail spot almost.
Well,
Like
it had a showroom.
Yeah.
But it cut off in the back. Like I'll show you some. Like I have. Videos and snaps. Yeah, for sure. I'll show you. It was live, bro.
Yeah.
It was cool, and I had a couple
like
events
a storage
there.
room in the back, but with a garage.
Yeah. I actually had a
dope.
couple. I had a couple of pop stops there. Actually, you know what I mean. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I had one pop stop and one trade day, and it was just a bunch of local. In San Antonio, I was going to all these events.
Yeah.
And I was making more at the events than I was in my store. I was like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm glad that lease was only 6 months.
Days,
you know what I mean?
When you had trade days, a lot of folks would show up, or
yeah, dude, it was pretty cool, man. I got to network a lot with in San Antonio. The culture's really cool. You know what I mean?
That's fucking ill.
You know how yesterday you're talking about you mean checking in certain places.
Right.
Well, my boys out there laced me up on where not to go. You know what I mean? So
exactly right.
But I mean, I did go by accident. One day when my phone died, GPS was, you know what I mean?
That'd
GPS.
be the worst.
Ended up in Merzbach or whatever the fuck it's called. But
east side
Merzbach or
or
some
what?
shit. No, like the north or some shit.
Oh,
or,
shit.
I forgot. I don't remember. I was even one of my boys' places. And
Says it all. That nigga said murder
yeah,
block.
that's what they call it. A bunch of youngsters acting crazy out there. But
Sounds about right.
They didn't fuck with me though, bro. You know what I mean? I got a dent in my truck, so they're probably like, oh, this guy, you know what I mean? Ain't got like that, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, cool, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was all good, but San Antonio was fun. It was pretty fun, bro. I had a good time over there.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dive all off into that shit, bro.
But yeah, when my lease was up, I was like, man, I don't really know if I should renew. I make more money at these events than I am at the actual store. Like the store made money. I had some foot traffic, but
Right.
I was kind of I just didn't really like. Kind of got a little homesick. You know what I mean? And
Of course.
I was kind of I don't know. I just kind of I feel like it wasn't really that it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
It wasn't what
And
you expected.
That and I don't want to work like too hard
Right.
over there. I was like, man, I kind of want to, because even the rent in San Antonio was more than I was paying in Corpus.
Hell,
You know what I mean? So I was like, man, you know, like, I got a second dog, and like, fuck, bro, like, I want to breed.
Come on.
And man, dude, my realtor out there in Corpus, she has houses too with backyards. Let me just hit her up, and I hit her up, and she's like, oh, I have one right now, it's available. And oh fuck yeah! So my apartment was cool. I broke the lease on good terms, but I was, you know what I mean, kind of sucked. But
12-monther or
but whatever. But you know what I mean. I just decided to pack up and come back. You know what I mean. And
that's crazy.
I came back and got back to tattooing,
Come on.
and then I was like, man, I got a shitload of inventory, but I'm just kind of sitting on like, yeah, it's selling on the website. The website's selling okay, but it's not selling a lot. You know what I mean? Maybe like a dozen units in like a week. That's not that much, honestly. I mean, when you have a few hundred,
Right.
maybe
Like, that's
1,000,
like-
and just
like-
sitting there, you know what I mean, in the
that's
storage,
like
like.
one a day.
So I called my
One,
old
1.5 a day. Yeah.
yeah. So I called Dick and I was like, hey man, are you gonna have anything available in like anytime soon? You know what I mean? Oh, I got something right now. I'm like, oh shit, well, what's up? You know what I mean? So met up with him and saw the store. It needed some work for sure, but you know what? It was right next door to Glassworks. You know what I mean? We were next door to Magic Mushroom.
Yeah.
Same people, Miss Vega. You know what I mean? So. I was like, oh, and plus it was by Boatnet, but they ended up closing before. It was before they closed, you know what I mean? So yeah, I decided to sign that lease and got Pop Boys going again. You know what I mean? Back in town and
That's dope.
open up Pop Boys again because nobody knows what Bane's World is out here. You know what I mean? So open up Pop Boys again, change the logo and stuff, and yeah, I have a Bane's World section in there, like because what's kind of funny. I applied for 3 skateboard distributors, 3 of them. I won't say the names. I don't want to discredit any of them.
Right.
But some of them took forever to respond. Some of them didn't respond. Right. You know what I mean? And the one who responded kind of late. And when I got the email saying I was approved was the same day I broke my lease. The same fucking day. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, fuck. So, same exact day, man. And so I was like, all right, shit. And
No, you got to,
yeah, so I had to
make
call
something
homeboy.
happen.
I was like, "Hey, man, you know what I mean? I don't have my San Antonio location no more. I'm back in Corpus." He's like, "Well, if you can sell on a website, you just need a sales permit for Nueces County. 'Cause I had a sales permit for Bear County, San Antonio.
No shit.
So, you know what? Just fuck it. Just let me just open up again. You know what I mean? So that's what I ended up doing. But I was like, "Hey, it's not Banesville no more. It's got Pop Boys." You know what I mean? I was like, because we own Pop Boys and Bane's World. Like I bought both names, like the DBAs to both of them.
That's dope.
So I was like, yeah, the store's Pop Boys, but Bane's World is the actual entity that's gonna be buying them from you. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
So not to get separate between Pop Boys, because
Right.
Bane's World is so like me solo. You know what I mean? And
That's dope.
Pop Boys is
That's
the
so
boys,
dope.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. He lacing y'all with game right now.
yeah. I mean, it's I tell people all the time. You know what I mean? If I can do it, anybody can do it. But expect headaches. Expect, you know what I mean, sleepless nights. Expect, you know what I mean. Expect for like it's stressful. It's really stressful. It's fun too, but it's
You gonna get irritated. You gonna get irritated.
you're only new once. So once that after your grand opening and after the traffic dies down, some people get discouraged. You just gotta keep pushing. You know what I mean? You gotta just keep going at it. Like it ain't overnight. You know what I mean? Look at
How bad
our
you
topping
want it.
started in the garage in California, where you're from, and look what they turned into. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
Amazon started in the goddamn garage.
But Bane's World, I named Bane's World after my dog. You know what I mean? So there was an old school shop in Corpus, and he named his shop after his dog, and it was I think it was Odie's, OD or
Yeah,
something like that, right? Yeah. It was Odie's, and the O had a paw print on it. And I thought that was cool. Like, man, you named it just after your dog. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. And Bane's World, I kind of reference Wild Boys, Steve-O, Chris Pontius. You know what I mean? You know, like the O is like the globe.
Yeah.
And then I kind of reference Trans World, which is this old skateboarding magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like rival with Thrasher. They were rival with Thrasher. You know what I mean? But I always like Trans World a little bit more. Referenced a few different things to do Bane's World. You know what I mean? Start that and
that's
start
fucking
that brand.
dope. That's dope. I like how you got that fucking old school feel. You know what I mean?
Well, like, you know the Cottonmouth Kings, right? You're from California. I'm sure you heard them.
KMK, stop playing, bro.
Yeah, dude, like
stop playing
SRH.
with me, bro.
Exactly what I'm trying to be like with Bane's World. It's like another version of SRH. I mean, trying to be like, you know what I mean? Skate rad, juggalo, punk rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's dope.
You know I'm a juggalo, right?
Yeah. That's ill. We were talking about that earlier. I remember the first time I heard ICP, bro, and I think that the people that showed me ICP, I think that they were so excited that they showed me the wrong songs.
Like that Immoral Technique, Dance with the Devil type shit. Yeah,
like
they show the worst ones.
Like, you have to, you can't just be, that shit can't be just thrown on you. You know what I'm saying? That's like cold water. You know what I mean? You can't just throw that on a nigga face, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I had another partner, bro, that he showed me some, bro, that old school Violent J, bro, was a spitter, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah, he still is.
And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm gonna always give credit where credit's due, bro. I heard that motherfucking Taurus, born in 1775. I'm like 300. I was hooked, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking with it. I'm in. What are we doing? We're painting our faces, like I wasn't to that extreme, but yeah, I was fucking with it. I didn't know that. I didn't know that people were actual juggalos until years later down the line.
That beef with Eminem, bro, that shit, I wish that would never happen because there's so much alike. Like, they really are, bro. Like, that shit started with a flyer that Eminem wanted him to be at the show. It's all over YouTube. Shit, like, how the beef all started, but they're so similar, bro. But, like, Eminem's way more hip-hop. Way more, you know what I mean?
Of course.
They're both, like, if you really listen to the lyrics, it's damn near the same shit. He's just more cleaner with it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. ICP's got they got not every track. Like, there's some tracks I don't like. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them I don't like. But there's a lot of bangers though.
Yeah, there's
some bangers.
How did you get into all the juggalo scene and that?
Like, who showed you this shit?
Wrestling, honestly. I was watching wrestling. Then that documentary came on MTV, and I watched them. Oh shit, that shit's what they rap too, like. And then I remember seeing the CDs on the shelves and shit. And
I be forgetting that the Juggalos used to wrestle, bro.
Yeah,
like, WWF and WCW.
Yeah, man, I was hurt, bro. I was hurt when Stone Cold stunned them. I was hurt, bro. You know what I mean? You whooped their ass, bro.
I remember them niggas flying off the top buckle, bro. Bro, that's crazy. You took me back right there.
Yeah, they got fucked up a lot of matches, honestly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for real. Like, you took me back right there. That's fucking crazy.
I got in through that, and then the first CD I ever heard from was The Great Malenko, and that shit was alive, bro.
Crazy. Bro, that's a classic.
Yeah,
that's
the first one I heard.
Classic, dog. Bro, that's crazy. I haven't even fucking heard anybody put them two words together in fucking 25 years, nigga.
Yeah, that was man. They were ahead of their time back then. I feel like
there was a lot of fucking people that was under that goddamn spell. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. They had a grip on a lot of motherfuckers, bro, for real. And again, a lot of that shit was nice, bro. Like, I can't front, bro.
How did you, like, I know you say you got into it, like, as far as, like, seeing it on wrestling. How did you, like, find it, like, as far as, like, the local scene? Like, how were you, like, finding, like,
shit, matter of fact,
there's other people who like this shit, too.
Shit, matter of fact, dude, my first date sophomore year with turned out to be my girlfriend sophomore to senior year. She was way out of my league, bro. But I had that mouthpiece back. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So pretty much our first date, bro. She put on. Oh, we were just talking about a while ago. that track with St. Compost and ODB.
Right.
So she has a, you know what I mean. But that's like the back in the day when you would burn CDs. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
So she had her license before. She had her license before I had my license. So she had a car, so she picked me up. You know what I mean.
Right.
So
Trill shit, back in the day shit.
yeah, she had one of her mix CDs on, and that song comes on. I hear ICP OD. What the fuck? You like ICP? Yeah. That's why she didn't be my girlfriend. You know what I mean? But she didn't really like him. She just knew that song. But you know what I mean? But I was like, man, I got home and I got on a LimeWire and started like downloading all this, you know what I mean? Because back then, bro, I was listening to like, you know what I mean, 50 Cent and all, like your mainstream rap.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, LimeWire, Kazaa, all that, bro. I was downloading.
Man, Kazaa, fucking Share Bear, fucking, bro, that's bad.
Man, I went crazy, bro. My sister, I used her laptop because she had the badass fast burning, you know what I mean?
Right.
She would get pissed off. Why the fuck you download all the bullshit? She was like, see, I used to pee on there because she was 7 years older than I was, you know what I mean? So, like, when she would come home for college and shit or whatever, I would, like, get on her computer, blah, blah, when she was there. I remember using it and shit like that, you know what I mean? And, yeah, it was, she would get pissed the fuck off, I mean, and, it was funny. But, yeah, dude, that's pretty much that's how I got into it, really. Like, I started checking them out, and that's why I found Tech Nine. That's why I found the Cottonmouth Kings, and then I went to a little rabbit hole of all these like underground acts, and I heard about the guys in the Juggalos. And one of my boys named Freddie was like, hey, bro, you know, I know a rapper from Corpus, bro. He performed at the Gathering. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. You don't know nobody from fucking up. You know what I mean? I don't know rapper from Corpus perform at the Gathering, bro. Just like, quit lying, bro. Quit playing. He's like, nah, bro, I swear. His name is Shot One. For real? And then he had a CD, bro, and then this is back in the MySpace days, you know what I mean? Right. And I listened to his, he had a music video out, and back then it was kind of like, that wasn't way too, it ain't how it is today. You know what I mean?
4K and shit, it was like 360 back then. Shit.
Yeah, so.
260.
To even have a video out, you know what I mean? Period. Right. Little, you know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out to Shot One, actually. Shout out to him. I met him a few times.
Shout out to Shot
He's cool as shit. Real cool dude. And, yeah, bro, just the whole underground music scene I just always been into.
So your boy, hold on, you say your boy tells you that he knows a rapper that performed at the...
Yeah, Shot One did. It's all legit, bro.
Did he introduce you to him, or he was like, we were going to go one of his shows, or how did y'all go? I want to know how did like y'all get into it to the point where y'all like, okay, now we're going to shows, and then it goes from just going to shows like, we're official now. We're not just
back then,
dudes that like this shit are going to the shows. Like, how do you get into it?
See, back then, Main Drive, I would hang out Main Drive a lot. You know what I mean? Out there in Annabelle.
Already.
And all my boys over there, I'll be freestyling this and that. And
Right.
I was like, hey man, I know a guy who does, you know what I mean? But it's a different style of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But his beats though, because he would make beats and shit. So I remember I actually bought a couple of beats because my boys were trying to be rappers and shit. And I was like, hey man, like, you know what I mean? Shit, I want to fucking try to like link some shit up, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
And shit.
Yeah, something, bro. Maybe even a ghostwriter, bro. I ain't no rapper, bro. I can't rap, you know what I mean? But I was like, hey, bro, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just want to be involved somehow. That shit. What's up, bro? Like, I know a guy makes beats, bro. And so I met him. I was kind of like the middleman. I met up with Shot One, bought a couple of beats for my boys, introduced some. And, I mean, nothing really happened because they didn't really push it too further. Like, they didn't really, you know what I mean, go too far with their rap careers back then, you know what I mean? But that's why I met him. And then one guy from the neighborhood, his name was JT, and he has, I don't want to go too much into, like, you know what I mean? He's just someone from Annabelle that was rapping, and his CD had a lot of Corpus rappers that I heard of, which was like Gotti Gang, Gentleman G, Cody Kurz. There was there was a lot of people on that CD. It was called Day to Day Grind, and it was a banger, bro. It had a lot of good tracks on there, and holy shit, man, this guy's from a neighborhood. That's where he's from. Like, he's from Annabelle. That's fucking crazy, bro. I never knew that shit. You know what I mean? But I just love underground music,
sweet.
bro. I just love underground music, bro. And then I started realizing there's a lot of rappers in Corpus, bro. Like, I didn't really know that growing up. I didn't really, you know what I mean, until like high school and shit.
And they're fucking nice. That, like, bro, that's what's so crazy.
Some of them stopped. I don't know why. A lot of them stopped. I don't know why. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
it's a lot of talent out here, bro. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here that if I would have just seen walking in the street and you would have been with me and been like, hey, that's one of the best, sickest motherfuckers, I'd been like, bro, get the I would never believe you. Like, man, fuck out.
You know what's funny though? Is back then, bro. People, a lot of my homies, they hated my fucking music, bro.
Really?
Man, take that Juggalo shit off, bro. The only one they fucked with was Tech Nine and Cottonmouth, and Twisted too. But a lot of times they put some of the shit I would play was like that little fast beat.
I feel like man, a lot of people don't even be listening, bro.
Well, whenever I play Psychopathic Riders, they're like, "Dad, who's this?" I'm like, "Bro, it's ICP," and everybody they're just not rapping. They're rapping gangster. I'm like, "What the fuck?" They didn't believe it, bro.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Trying to tell you, nah, bro. I can't fucking. I'll never again. I will always give credit where credit is due. And
Man, Riders is live, bro. It's sad that there don't ever be another Riders album.
Bro, there's like
that whole beef, you know what I mean, between Twisted and ICP. It ripped everything apart. But
I remember that also. There's a good fucking. I remember you said the Great Malenko.
Yeah.
I remember that fucking CD. I want to say my godmother had grabbed that motherfucker, something along them lines. But they got like, I want to say I couldn't remember the day, but I want to say they got like a good 5 to 10 fucking bangers, bro. That are like, as far as what I would consider bangers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they go hard.
They go
definitely.
Hard in the paint. If you listen to what they saying.
What's crazy is like, you know that full Baby Tron?
No, never heard of him.
He's popping right now. He's like a newer, like a younger rapper. You know what I mean?
Right.
His dad is Mr. Sadistic, which is a part of Motown Rage, which is a group signed by Psychopathic Records, signed by ICP.
No shit.
So it's crazy because like Violent J's son is like this, same age as Baby Tron. Like they're friends growing up and shit. They still are friends, whatever. But
right.
I saw this thing the other day. They're talking about that. It was this on No Jumper or whatever, but they're talking about that shit or whatever. And I saw a picture with him. My homie he actually showed me, like, hey, fool, is this Violent J or Shaggy? He don't really know. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, it's Violent J. I was like, where'd you see that at? He's like, oh, it's No Jumper. Like, oh, no shit. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, dude, I fuck with this full Baby Tron. That's crazy, yada yada. You know what I mean? Because he didn't really like. ICP's known, but they're not really known. You know what I mean? Like, so when people see them, like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know there's people like rubbed elbows with them, but
I think they're known. I think the people that have heard of ICP may have only heard of ICP through Eminem.
Yeah, true that.
You
I ain't gonna lie, it that's how they got a lot of their fans, because they know who the fuck they were. Some people liked them, some people didn't. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wish that shit would never happen, man. They would have probably. I would love to hear collaboration between them two.
I would like to hear a collaboration with them and a lot of fucking different artists, bro. You know what I mean? I would love to hear that, but a lot of people are reluctant. I don't know, just scared of fucking how other people think, bro.
I met them a few times actually, because when I go, sometimes I get the VIP packages. You know what I mean? And
he said he met them.
Like, no, it's a few times. It's like these
crazy.
VIP packages and shit that you can get, and you get like be backstage with them and shit like that, whatever. Little meet and greets and
Right.
Jay, man, the first time I actually met them, I was a little. I thought I pissed him off. I was at the Backstage Live. It was 2012 for the American Cycles tour, and they had a VIP room. Right, it was kind of dim. There was a little strobe light going on, whatever, and there was Twisted, Blaze, and ICP. And I walk in. I had some blunts in me and whatever. I know Blaze smokes. So I go up to him first. Hey, bro, what's up? You want to smoke a blunt? Fuck yeah. You got butt on you? Come on. I'm like, yeah. So I pulled out. I said, yeah, he's a big dude. He's like, hey, man, get behind me. He was in the corner. And so I get behind him, and I fucking light up and shit, bro. We start smoking, and then I see a big-ass flash on me. I look up, and it's a fucking camera. It's like a camera dude. And I'm like, oh, shit, you mean? So I'm over there, you mean, like I can afford, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then I pass it to Blaze, and then Blaze passes it to Monoxide. And then he passes it back to me or whatever. And then as that's going on, I look over because I asked Blaze if Jay's smoking. He's like, nah, dude, the only one smoking is me and Paul, which is Monoxide. And then he's like, can I pass it to you? I'm like, fuck yeah. So he passed it to him, whatever. I look over, I see Jay, and this is back when he's like a pufferfish, bro. he'll be big. So like 1 year, next year he'll be all, you know what I mean? But he's just in the corner. He's a big fucking dude, bro. He just started looking at me like, even with the face paint, the expression he had on, I'm just like, oh fuck. He just gave me like the dead eye. I'm like, oh shit. Him and Shaggy are both looking at me like they want to fuck me up. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And then I was like, hey dude, is everything good? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And then I point over there, and then I see like some guy peek his head in. That was like a security guy over there, peeks his head in, and you just see clouds coming out of like that room.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? Blaze had the blunt at the time. At the time Blaze had it, I tapped him on the shoulder. Hey, bro, they're tripping. So he just flicks the roach out and just stomps it out in the carpet. You know what I mean? And then he was like, "Here, man." I'm like, "Nah, dude, keep that shit." I was like, "Matter of fact, do y'all have bud?" He's like, "Nah, we smoked the last of it last night." I'm like, "Well, here you go." You know what I mean? I gave him like a quarter.
Damn.
And, I shouldn't have did though. We was kind of expensive back then. You know what I mean? But I was like, you know what I mean? Fuck it. You know
That's a story you got to tell.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
And
I mean?
I had homies who were there that will vouch for that story. You know what I mean? And back then we had that little flip camera. It's in 2012. There was like a little flip recorder camera. My homie tried to record it, but the way the strobe light was going, you can't really see too much. So I didn't even use that footage or whatever. But
Strobe light.
yeah, it was pretty cool, man. And then the second time I met them, I met them a few times, but the most recent time was the most memorable. I mean, because
when was it? What year was this? Like 20?
No, it wasn't the last time. It was the second to last time. It was 2016 at House of Rock. Because they came 2019 at Concrete, but 2016, when I shook his hand and gave him a dap, he was like, I shook his hand. He was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what do you? He's like, man, do that again. I was like, he's like, man, I don't want no fucking feeble ass handshake, bro. He's like, he tried to school me on a handshake. I mean, got me to the fucking little, you know what I mean?
Was that Vada J?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And his hands were like fucking tomato cans, bro. You know what I mean? The big fuking dude. I'm 6'2", bro, and he was the same height as me. You know what I mean? They're tall, believe it or not. They're pretty fucking tall. And he's a big dude or whatever. But yeah, he was like, nah, man. When you shake someone's hand, you gotta grip that motherfucker firm.
True story.
Look straight in the eye and firm. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, you know, it reminded me of like the shit my dad told me. You know what I mean? But I mean, I didn't. I just kind of grew out of that. You know what I mean? I kind of forgot about it. He had to remind me about that shit.
Like, you got to remember, prior to our generation, that was the norm.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like those were that was the social norm, bro. So like, when I don't think the advice that they would give to anybody succeeding them, you know what I mean, would be under those social norms that are no longer, you know what I mean?
And it's funny because he was like, you know what you gain from this? And I was like, shit, I got a shout out. You know what I mean? I got a fucking, you know what I mean? I gained some shit. I got some signatures on my action figures. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he was like, nah, what you really gained was this memory and blah blah. And like, you're gonna tell this story. Here I am telling the story right now. You know what I mean? But no, he was cool as fuck though.
You're on off the Kush.
And I of course, I asked Shaq, hey man, like, I know you fuck with Whataburger. He's like, come on now. He's like, what do you? Cause I was just curious. You know, I was like, you know what I mean, I was over bullshitting. I was there for a minute, and I mean, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know what to say to him. Honestly, I was kind of, let me just spit some shit. Like, you're a normal person, bro. Like, I'm already
it all comes down to it. Yeah.
So, hey man, what do you fuck with that Whataburger? Just straight up, you know what I mean? He's like, I mean, whatever he told me, and yeah, they're just really cool, man. Like, they're down to earth and shit. You know what I mean?
How close associated is Tech Nine with ICP, or they know they're like the total opposite?
Well, they actually, man, matter of fact, anyone listening to this, y'all need to listen to Tech Nine Pow. It's a track he just released recently. Some people will take it as a diss. Some people will just take it as like this fact checking, like just checking the facts. You know what I mean? Pretty much, ICP had a big. Really, it was ICP and like the Juggalos that had a big. They supported Tech Nine. You know what I mean? Okay. He was doing good where he's from. He was always doing good, bro. He like underground and shit. But
he's a legend.
But the Juggalos, he went on the Wicked Wonka tour back in 2003. Right. It was ICP, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Cotton Kings, Esham, and Tech Nine. He actually won a contest to be on that tour. He won a contest and shit because I was heavy in this shit, bro. I was reading all the forums and shit, you know what I mean, back then. And he won a contest. All the Juggalos voted for him to be on there because I didn't really know who he was until they started collaborating. You know what I mean? And then, Tech Nine goes hard and shit, but all the Juggalos, like, if you're an artist that does that kind of music, and if you have the Juggalos behind you, bro, you're set for life. Like,
facts.
You're gonna, bro, look at all the Juggalo artists. There's artists out there make a comfortable living, bro.
Because I'm thinking,
the little Juggalo world, bro,
is set for life.
For life.
Yeah.
Like
He was set before that.
Independently,
Well,
yes.
he was set
independently, yes.
He was set before that. You know what I mean? He was set before all that shit. He was doing good. But then he got linked up with the Juggalos, which brought even he was able to start Strange Music, and then they had Strange Music already, but he was able to sign other artists.
Now he has that big ass warehouse where they do all the merchandise.
But that was all from Lil Wayne, though. I'm gonna be straight up, bro.
Where is his location at?
I think he's like
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, I was gonna say St. Louis.
Who?
Tech Nine.
Tech Nine? That's where his location.
No, I'm sorry. Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. Yeah,
Kansas
somewhere.
City.
Hey, bro, they say that the town that he's in.
Oh, he's a blood.
Bro, no. They said that the town that he's in, we know that, but they said that the town that he's in, that little town in Kansas City, where he has the warehouse and all that shit.
Yeah.
They say that like he's a god there, bro. Like he's brought so much money there. He's helped out the community so much there. Put kids in schools. This is all independent money that he's doing this with, bro.
The Strange Music
But he was doing that before.
Yes,
he was doing that shit back when he wasn't making like what he was making nowadays. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's fucking dope, dog.
So he just upped it when he started getting that, that industry money. But he pretty much he had a big support from all the whole Juggalo scene. You know what I mean? Had real big support. He did some interview or whatever, and he some people. Some Juggalos felt like he didn't give credit where credit's due type shit, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't really mention much of, like...
Right. Like, okay,
you know what I mean? That they were, like, the backbone on his come-up or whatever. They had, like, a little beef, a little back and forth, whatever. It's pretty interesting. Y'all should check it out.
I saw it a little bit on, I want to say Violent J talked about it a little bit. He was being interviewed on Vlad, if I ain't mistaken. He talks about it a little bit.
Not to, like, go off subject, but do you think that would be an issue? Like, is that an issue? If, let's just say, fucking D puts me on at a fucking
there's some
club downtown in fucking Milwaukee.
No, it's an issue in my mind because they're one of the originators of that style. I want to get to that topic next.
Oh, yeah.
I would say they're one of the originators of that style. So it's like me doing DJ Screw's style and then going and giving credit to fucking Michael Watts and Ron C and shit like that. But not mentioning DJ Screw at all. Like, that's what I look at it as, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah.
Because you can't really compare it to like,
it's
like Jay-Z not giving love to fucking Big Daddy. You can't really compare it to rap because
I was looking at it like
Juicy J not showing love to
DJ
Paul or something.
No, I was looking at it like he wasn't showing love to nobody. Like he never mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm because they have like their own little cult followers, and I would compare their little cult.
They're called technicians.
To like a DJ Screw because they created like their own lanes.
100%.
Didn't need the major labels. 100%. Cult followings. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's just crazy because there's Juggalos and then there's technicians. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So Tech Nine's fans, like he was calling technicians before like Juggalos were before he even knew about Juggalos or whatever. But yeah, that shit. That
shit is really deep. I didn't know it was like that extensive.
But no, but that track, Pow, dude, it's badass, bro. Like his wordplay, man. He's real lyric, man. He's a lyricist for sure. He just, you know what I mean, the way he puts his words together. Beats,
like I said about Violent J, bro, I'm always gonna give credit where credit's due.
Oh yeah, Jay goes hard too. Yeah,
Tech Nine is up there, bro. He's a barbarian, bro. He's barred up, bro, for real, bro.
Yeah. So before we went on, we were talking about the originators of the horrorcore scene, and I didn't reveal.
I never knew it was called horror.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Horrorcore.
I never heard that.
Yeah. Some people call it wicked shit. Some call it horrorcore. Some call it there's different genres. Shadow rap. There's acid rap, which was like
Or the acid rap.
named that by well, see, some people say it was Esham who named that style. You know what I mean? Some say Esham was the creator of horrorcore. Some say it was the Ghetto Boys. But the Ghetto Boys, the original Ghetto Boys with Prince Johnny C. I mean, before Scarface, before Willie D. I mean, Bushwick Bill was there, but Willie D. It was before Willie D. and Scarface. It was Prince Johnny C. and I forgot the other dude's name.
For him and Sir Jukebox and all them, DJ Ready
Bro,
Red
the
and all
original
them.
Ghetto Boys, bro. And they had a song called Assassins, and that was the first time ever in hip hop you hear like, whoa, what the fuck? That's like,
No shit.
yeah, bro. Like, he's talking about like carjacking a bitch and blasting her in the face, and
Bro,
you know what I mean?
that's
It's
crazy.
That was
like-
maybe
that
one of
was
the
like-
original.
You don't hear that in
That
rap,
was maybe
bro.
one of the original horrorcore songs, but I would say the original horrorcore rapper would be Gangsta Nip. You ever heard of Gangsta Nip?
yeah.
I would say Gangsta Nip is probably like one of the. He was like the one that he's gonna give you a full album just straight
Right.
murdering motherfuckers
I
type
remember-
shit,
I
like
remember-
type
I
shit.
remember- I remember.
Hey,
that.
Brother Lynch went hard too.
Brother Lynch type shit. Yeah, Gangsta Nip like that
Brother
type
Lynch,
shit.
yeah, I
But
remember.
with the thing with 'cause like the way they say
I'm hired eagle ass.
they
Right.
say between Ghetto Boys and Esham, because with Esham he came out with his album in '88, I want to say, Booming Words from Hell, and Ghetto Boys. I don't remember what year. I think there's might have been '86 or '88 also.
I think it was '88 also. Assassins, I think that was like '88.
So it's kind of like hard to say which one really started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really debatable because that's the East Coast,
Right,
and then
right.
this is like
South,
South. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, I would say Texas. I would say we started. I would say even Ghetto Boys started that shit because Assassin was like they even remade Assassins. You know what I mean? St. Posse did.
Oh
ICP
shit,
did,
for real? Yeah, that's what's up.
It's like one of their.
Crazy,
They perform at
man.
a lot of.
Did they ever do a song with
shows.
Bushwick Bill?
Bushwick's Bill is actually one of the ciphers they have. You
He's
know
in one
what
of
I
the
mean?
ciphers they got?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what's
The
up.
horrorcore cipher.
Well, he's there in the video. He don't rap or anything, but he was there because that was when they recorded a track called Forever, which it was like they got the Ghetto Boys to come back for a track back in 2011, 2012. They haven't been done that in a long time. You know what I mean?
I remember them fucking crazy stalking through the bitch. And
But he did a song
coming
with
out
Twisted.
the window and
He did
slicing bitches. Yeah, I remember that shit.
He made a banger with Twisted, and he did a couple. I mean, he's done some shit with like some people in that genre. You know what I mean? But
That shit is crazy, man. You took me back today, bro. You took me on a little journey right now, bro. For real. I really appreciate
like
that,
Rap Today
bro.
is good too. I like all this new shit. Don't get me wrong, man.
Yeah, this
but
new shit is ill. This new
but
shit
it
is
just
ill,
can't-
but
I
like
mean-
it's just not. It ain't that old shit.
Yeah.
It ain't the shit that I grew up on. That's the fucking shit show, man. Tell the people where they can get at you, man.
Really, I'm at. I kind of bounce around. If I'm out of Pop Boys, I'm at GNS. But yeah, GNS is right next to Kiko's on Everhart, 5520 Everhart.
Come on, talk that talk.
The new store is on Castores, right next to the old Boat Net. That's 40.
Oh, no
Yeah,
shit.
that's 4820 Castores.
Bet.
So if I'm out there, I'm at GNS. So I'm at both places, going back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And all your socials?
Socials. I just made a new one. My old one got hacked. So
No
my new
shit.
one is Breezy_STX, South Texas. You know what I mean? And then
Damn, niggas be
Yeah,
really getting hacked on that
the
mother-
business. I mean, there's a few accounts. Man, that's my personal account for Pop Boys. It's Pop Boys 361. Baines Road is Baines Road 3. Is it Baines Road 3? No, it's Baines Road. Man, I can't remember, bro. Let me check real quick, y'all.
Stoner problem.
In the meantime, who are your top 5 corpus rappers of all time?
Top 5 corpus rappers. Mine.
Your specific top 5 Corpus Christi rappers of all time, from now, then to forever. Like,
Damn, let me see.
And this is your list. You don't have to just say somebody because you.
Oh yeah, 'cause I know
this-
somebody or whatever. Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
I
your
feel you, I
top
feel you.
5. Like, your top 5.
Let's see. It's hard, man. Should I go 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
Just
no order.
Any order?
Any order. Just
Okay.
just there.
Your
Well,
top
shot 1
5
for sure.
trapper.
Shot 1 for sure.
Okay.
The door was hard, and the cemetery 2 was hard. I mean, that was okay.
You said shot 1?
Yeah, shot 1 for sure.
Already.
Shot 1's up there for shit show. I like shot 1. I do like my boy Sachi. I'm not just saying because he's my boy, but I like Sachi too. Dev. But Dev's kind of like Santana Corpus. You know what I mean? He's kind of like I mean, I still consider him Corpus. Let's see. And I'm not saying just to be funny. I really have been I've really been fucking with this cat for a long time, and I given him rides a couple times. And I chopped it up with him at like movie. I waited in front of. I think we were both waiting in front of for Avengers Endgame or maybe Infinity War. But Michael White, Miguel Blanco.
I knew it.
I fuck with him, and I'm not saying it's because he's been on Kill Tony recently and none of that shit.
I saw him on Kill Tony too.
Yeah,
bro.
I ain't know. You know, man. I know Dick Ryder doesn't like that. He knows me. He knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to,
he's cool as shit.
Shout out to
Michael
Michael
White.
man.
And number 5, man. That's kind of hard to say because. There's a lot of new ones, man. But there's a lot of new ones that go hard, bro. But there is a lot, man. Honestly, yeah, I can do 2 more for sure because I was debating between both of these, Jay Fedia and Merc. You know what I mean?
Which Merc? Merc Rock or Merc?
Merc. Not Merc Rock, even though you mean like R.I.P. You know what I mean? He's hard too, but these are like my top ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is your list.
This is your list. I don't care what nobody thinks.
That's what's up.
Nah,
those are the ones I would have to say for sure.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. For real.
Yeah, thanks for having me, dog. Shit.
This has been a awesome little occasion, bro. I'm fucking say, bro. I'm on a cloud right now. Like I'm so blown. No Diddy, excuse me. Whoa, no Diddy. Man.
Shout out to Sachi and Ben out there, man.
Yes, sir, my boys.
For real. Hey, man, this been another episode of Riding High presents Off the Kush. And let me tell you something right now. Shit, I'm off it, boy. And we out.
Want that shit again?
Yeah.